Hello! Today I'm going to be showing you how to build radar. And, well, not radar, a radio. And also a TV. Working radar and radio and a TV. So, yay, this is a tutorial. And I will show you guys how to do this. Alright, numero uno. Get a radio or RX. It doesn't have to be this. It can be small, medium, large, and huge. For this, I'm just gonna use a medium. So you're gonna place this like right here, and then you're gonna need a microphone and a speaker. Now, altogether, this is a basic thing of what you actually need. You also need a battery to power everything. So let's just connect the power, because you're gonna have to do that. And just a quick side note, if you just want to talk get from your microphone to your speaker, then all you have to do is go to audio and then take this audio and put the sound to the speaker. And then you can spawn this in, and I will just test it out. So currently it does nothing to activate it. So to fix this, we can either use a toggle button, or we can go into select, and we can go over here and put a default to active. This will just make it always active, so we don't have to have a button to say, hey, start recording. But for now, we're gonna have this off, and we're just gonna use the little button, and we're gonna do that. Connect that to electricity. And let's do this. Alright, so first you press this button, and then to actually make the audio work, then you just use apostrophe for me. Hello. The audio is not the best, but it'll do. So yeah, that's how you get from microphone to speaker. Now the other thing, this is how you actually make a working radio. So you're gonna also need a indicator light, or a light or anything. I'm just gonna use the indicator light, and we're going to actually start using this. You are also going to need a keypad. You can use a large keypad, but you can also use a small keypad. But for this, I'm gonna use a small. They both work the same. They just one of them has more nodes than the other. Because if you scroll down here, yeah, oh, it doesn't show, but you get the point. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into Logic, and you're gonna go to audio, and because we've already have that, you're going to take your audio receive and put it into a speaker. I'm gonna take your audio send. I'm gonna put it into this. So what it's gonna do is you're gonna take the audio from the microphone, put it into the radio thing, and it's gonna send it out, and then whatever you receive will go from the radio thing into the speaker. Now the way to actually make this work is with this. You're also going to take this and put it over here. This is gonna show whether the radio is transmitting or receiving. So I just connect that up, and now we're almost done. Next thing you're gonna have to do is, when you receive audio, you want to actually figure out hey, you're receiving audio. So what you can do is transmit. It says if the speaker is currently making sound or something. You're gonna take this and you're gonna put it into the indicator light. I'm gonna connect that up to power also. And also the keypad. Now the reason why we have the keypad is because you're gonna need a frequency. Now frequency basically allows you to communicate. But ATL, you might say, we already have a radio in the game that you don't even have to build like this. Because if we spawn this in, you can see what I'm saying here. If we take this, and then we take a cycle to a frequency, like let's say the channel 1, you can turn this on and it'll start sending a message around the world. But here's the thing. With a keypad, you can make like a random number like this. That's just an example. And then you can have somebody else that's on the same number, not saying that they would use this number, and then they could like send like a secret message without them knowing from this little radio already here. Because if you scroll through a little bit, channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's the maximum. So that's one of the reasons why. So this, you take the output of this keypad and put it in here, and then you're just going to name this frequency. You don't have to, but for this I'm going to do that. I'll just do that. There you go. And then once you have that, it should now it should, whenever you press this button, send a message, send audio here, and then when you receive, it'll go to your speakers and everything. So now what we're going to do is we're going to copy this. So you're going to go over here and we're going to resize the grid. We're just going to select the whole thing. And just going to do this. And we're going to copy this with this little, and then we're going to paste it right about here. So now it is two separate bodies. They're not connected in any way, as seen right here. Yeah. And now we can spawn this in. And let's say you're going to be on channel, like, let's do something that you couldn't get on a radio, like 147. And let's say that this other one is on 147. So let's do that. Now when I press this button, when I press this button and press apostrophe on my keyboard, which is going to be something else for you, it'll show up on this indicator light. So let's test. Hello everybody. And as you can see right there, the indicator light is lighting. And if I'm correct, I can do the same thing over here. Wait, hold a minute. It's not doing this thing. Ah, I see. Okay, hold on. And as you can see here, the indicator light over there is also blinking. You won't use a toggle button. You use a push button. And that is probably common logic for you. Yes. Whoopsie daisies. Make accidents. You're going to use a push button. Push button basically is when you stop holding the button, then it'll stop sending the message. So it's like, yeah. Alright, so now it should be good to go. So now if I press this button, you can see that indicator light's blinking. If I go over here, then it's also doing the same thing over there. So yeah. This is a rough idea of how a radio works, so I'm just gonna quickly pull up something I've already made. And this is like to make it look a little nicer or something. Works the same way. You got your keypad, you got your indicator light, you got your microphone, you got your push button, you got everything, and it works. Let me just show you. See if I send a message here, you'll see that it blinks. And then if you go over here, it also blinks over there. So yeah, this is how you make a working radio. So that's how you do it. So now we're gonna load up something new, and we're going to make a working TV. And let me just make a little platform for this. I take a minute. Probably should have saved this. It's fine. No, damn it. Alright, there. So, this is how you make a working TV. So step number 1, you're going to need a monitor. This will allow you to actually you know, see what's going on. So for this, I'm not going to use that monitor. I'm going to use like the biggest one, because why not? And it's just, okay, I'm actually going to use something a little smaller. The 3x3 should do. So there's your monitor. This will allow you to see stuff like you would see on a TV, like on a TV screen. Next thing you're going to need is a small keypad. Obviously, you don't need an indicator light, but you also don't need a push button. You really need a speaker to get whatever, and you'll let's get a toggle button this time. This will allow you to turn on your TV, if you hopefully know that. Then we'll get our little battery back here, and now this is where things get interesting. So we're going to use the radio to get audio, and now we're going to use something else. We're going to use a radio video receive. This allows you to get video frequencies. So, and then there's also something video export. So this allows you to send video. So for this, we're going to use a radio receive. So we're going to do this, and now if we go over into logic, let's connect everything to power. So now what you're going to do is going to go to data, and you're going to take this keypad. This will control the frequency of where you're getting your audio and where you're getting your, where you're getting your audio and where you're getting your video. So we're going to do this. I'm using controls so I can, without having to click everything. So like, I can do this. So just FYI. The next thing you're going to need is a way to turn on your TV. So take the toggle button, power switch, and make sure that's connected to power. It is. Now you're going to take your audio from here, audio receive, put in here, and now this is how the TV will actually work. If we go to video, you'll see these nodes: video receive and video signal. You're going to take this, you're going to put in here. Once you have that, the TV is basically ready to work. So now we're gonna select. But we're not gonna use that. It's clear. Well, we might actually. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna make it really small. Then we're going to move it a little bit over here. Let's just copy and paste it over here. So now we're going to make something so you can see and hear. So we're going to get a radio video export. Not really, it's not actually called an export, but we'll just call it that for now. Now we're going to need a camera. We're going to use a small one for this demonstration, and we're going to have something to look at. So let's just get a whole bunch of blocks over here. Let's all paint them red. This is just something to look at. Alright, so the next thing we're going to need over here is a battery, of course. And then we're going to need another keypad over here. Whoops. Now we're going to need another keypad. And then we're also going to need a toggle button so that way we can send. Alright, I think, yeah, no. We do not need the toggle button. Whoops. Alright, so this is going to work fairly similar. You're going to take your keypad, you're going to put it over here. This is the frequency it's going to be sending to. Next, we're just going to have to connect this up to power. And then we're going to go to video. The camera feed will go over here and send. Well, actually, now think about it a little bit. We do need a toggle button to speak because we need a microphone. We need a microphone so that way you can actually speak and send it over here. Now, just for purposes of this, we're going to use a little thing over here, a little indicator light, that way we know if we're getting something, but you don't have to do this. then it'll light up so I can show you guys. Actually, just to make this show a little bit better, because of from the last time. There. So now, if I'm correct, if it's getting a message, it's gonna go over here, hook this up to electricity, hook these up to electricity, and now if I go to logic and we're gonna go over here to the output, put the frequency, then take the audio, put it to here, and then we're just gonna go over here and just put default to active because I'm lazy. Oh, actually, hold a minute now. We're gonna need this to send and to send. This is the only thing it's gonna be used for. It's gonna just be used to send. So now, if we spawn this in, it should work like this. So let's say we're on frequency 147. I'm gonna go over here and we're gonna put on frequency 147. Now, if I press, doesn't seem to be working. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we're now getting a little message. The TV is currently showing what we see here. And, yeah. If I were to change this to 148, then it's just going to show up like this. But if I go over here, and then put it at 147, then it's going to show what we're seeing over here. So yeah, that's just a quick demonstration on how to make a working TV and radio. And as I said over here, I also have a little bit of a nicer version of what it could look like. So yeah. And just to prove that this one works, I'm just gonna really quickly go over here. Oh, actually, we don't really need it. Let's just go back over here. I'm gonna backups. Just gonna get autosave. So now, if we just erase all of this, don't need any of this for now. Then we're going to, so we'll bomb this in. Wait. Okay, right. So we're going to spawn this in. Let's move it a little bit out this way. And then we're going to go over here. And we're going to load up our TV. Now, if we go over here and we send this to frequency 147 again, then start broadcast and thing, then send this to our frequency 147, and as we're seeing what we put over there. And now, if I take this thing a little bit closer, I should be able to hear myself when I speak, because this thing has no speakers, but this one does. So if I'm correct, if I start speaking, hello everybody. Wait, what? Excusez-moi. You no work? Why you no work? Why these no work? Bonjour. Oh man. I might have not have done something here. Huh. That's interesting. Let's load up the TV. Okay, well everything seems to be according to what? Something's going on. I do not know what is going on. Wait. Blip. Well, this thing, I've tested this thing before, because I made this, and it does, yes, it does work. it does receive audio. But anyway, that is a rough idea of how you make a working TV and a working radio. And hope this tutorial was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.